So how to make states manually and now edition. So let's say I want to make a new state with Bucuresti, which is this province. So first of all, you guys can do it in Visual Studio Code, but I don't know. I use Notepad++ for this. I go into the full files, I go into History States, and I scroll all the way down. Now I copy and paste the last one. I name it I have it the ID, but I like add another one to it at the end, so like from 1421 to 1422. I name it whatever I want. So I'm doing Bucharest. So and then you open it in Notepad++ or Visual Studio Code. Here, what you change is if you okay, so you have to also fix the ID in here to match the one in the text here. Provinces, it's what else provinces will have on the map. So we only want Bucharest, so I'll have to put 9617 9617. Now, if you also want them to have victory points, I don't know where I have it right now, but here, you need to write this thing. Victory underscore points equals brackets and the province. The province is 9617 for me. And this is how much capitulation points will give. So if you capture a city and it has like 100, you've instantly killed the fucking Romanians, yeah? I'm gonna put a 3. Manpower is not like army manpower. It's just like how many citizens there. So I'm just gonna put like random number. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna actually make the states just for the video. State category it's pastoral, large town, town, island, exclave or something like that, and a rural. This doesn't matter. Um, history file thing. Here you add who owns it. So for me, it's Romania. It also is scored by Romania, but if you want other countries to score, then you do this. If you want them to be claimed, then you do this, add claim by. Alright, that's all there is for this. You save it, and now you go into Visual Studio Code, or just the state, the file of the state here. I open it, I find that one province for me, it's 9617. So let's say it's right here, I delete it, and now I wait for it to refresh, and the province exists. It's right here, it's a custom state now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you have to like go. Then you have to like no, not War Thunder. Then you go into the game. You have to just give it a okay. It'll take a bit. You go into the game and then you don't launch anything. You just go into the nudger. Just give it a sec here. Me. Initializing Crawdux is Croatian Utopia. All right. So ignore this. Oh yeah, you have to be in debug mode for this. So you have to go like into the Steam properties of Hoi 4 and enter the debug mode, like minus debug. Alright, you go into the nudger, then you go into buildings, you find the state you've added, you random in state, validate in state, save it, and do the same thing for the state you owned that province from. That's pretty much all there is. Now you just go into the documents, uh, Paradox Interactive Hoi 4 map, copy and paste this into here. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to make this a state. And then you just delete this in the folders here. Now, if you want to make a custom province thing, then that's fucking different. For a custom province, you need to go into the map. You need to go into add definition.csv, open it with Notepad++ or whatever. You go all the way to the bottom, copy and paste the last one, change the ID to like a number above. Then you go into the nudger tool, you go into database, generate RGB. For me, it's 154.115.183. 154.115.183. Land, it's either if it's like a ocean thing or land. The true here means if it's bordering a ocean or not. For me, it's gonna be false because I'm not gonna make it border the ocean. Desert, plains, forest, whatever it can be here. This is the continent. One is Europe, five is Africa, six is Middle East, yada yada yada. I know six is East Asia. Then you open the provinces.bmp, which will lead to this, and you have to input these numbers into here 154, 115, and 183. Now I want to make it in Europe, so let's say hmm, I'm gonna make it in Bucharest. I'm gonna make a tinier Bucharest in here. The minimum size for this is 3 by 3 pixels, like I have here. If if you make it lower, smaller, then it won't be much visible. It will just cause like minor problems in the game, not really anything major. Save it. Make sure you have all of this. It has to be 24 bits, I think, or you can just do auto detect. Save it. Okay, now you leave the game. Probably should have done that earlier, and you have to now refresh this. Now, the same thing goes if you want to make it a new state on its own. Then it's the same thing that I did with Bucharest, but I want to add it to Bucharest. So I get the province 13714, 13714. Also, the numbers here have to be like numerically climbing up. It cannot be like 13714 be here and this be here. That will just I think that would just crash. Save it. Now that's not everything. If it's a new province, you also have to fix a strategic region. So you have to go into strategic regions here. Let's click on it, and at the end of here, at the 13714 as the province, I think it was. Yeah, as a province, and it'll be there. If you have a state that's, let's say, bordering, that's made out of these two, you have to also fix that in the strategic region thing, but that's not really that much. It's pretty much all there is to making states, I guess. You just have to do the building thing in the nudger. If you make a new state, every time you make a new state or a new province inside of a state, you have to do the thing of the nudger building thing. So yeah, I think that's just pretty much all there is to making the manual states. If you want to try this out, go for it. You can, like, I don't know, make something for Hejaz or what, I don't know, Somaliland or Congo Bongo, but whatever. That's pretty much it. Yeah.